Shalom, Ahab, Ba, Barak. First and foremost, call Halal Yahweh Ba, Shimi Hamashai Waharakakwadash. Let's get right into it. And you know what? Double honors to the elder apostles, the prophets, and the teachers at GMS for bringing out this 100% truth for the last 30 plus years without wavering to the left or to the right, but bringing that truth. Let's get it.
Let's say I did worship Melody, which I don't. I say all the time. And the camps say all the time, especially GMS, they got white. GMS probably literally has Edomites in their camp because they believe that if an Edomite stays and listens to the message for 4 hours, the nigga's Israelite.
Let's listen to that again.
Let's say I did worship Melody, which I don't. I say all the time. And the camps say all the time, especially GMS, they got white. GMS probably literally has Edomites in their camp because they believe that if an Edomite stays and listens to the message for 4 hours, the nigga's Israelite. We don't.
Okay, right there. That's what we're going to talk about today. If somebody is white and they listen to the message for 4 hours, they're an Israelite and now they're in the camp. Because he's saying that's how the white people got in the camp because they stayed and listened to the message for an hour. So now they think they're an Israelite. Okay. This is the kind of garbage you have to deal with when you're dealing with fake camps. Let's go ahead and move around a little bit. I mean, you're talking about this guy right here?
Basically...
You talking about him? Just wondering.
And in circumspection, you could die. Like, hey man, we are approaching the perilous times, man.
This guy right here? Hold on.
And Jacob Shovel is right around.
I'm not in GMS. And I've been studying with GMS for 4 years. Standing on the sidelines. He is in GMS. And I've met this dude. It's real humble. It's a real humble, meek type person. He's just a real nice guy. So, because he's white, you're saying he's an Edomite. Yeah, he knows all the breakdowns. And he's actually running this class right now. He's having this sit down. Let's move around a little bit more. Maybe you're talking about this guy. You know what's messed up? If you're talking about this guy, he's getting it from all angles right now, just for being an Israelite. See, now the tables are turning, so now all the so-called black people are coming to white people saying, you ain't no Israelite because your skin color. Well, you were taught that by your oppressor. You were taught skin color through your oppressor. Let's get it.
First and foremost, before I get started, as always, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to see Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you brothers out there. And I want to get into a lesson that was inspired, or that is inspired, by a situation that happened after camp yesterday. And as we were closing down the side camp, you had this woman come up and she started speaking to the brother Yazraela. And, she said a few things to him, and she said that, she's got the truth, right? And, the brother, said a couple words to her, and basically she said, we're Israelites. And then she pointed to myself and the brother Batak, okay, and said that we're basically heathens. She's like, they're not. And basically we just started rebuking her, man. All right? And,
you know what? Right there. So, like I said, he's getting it from all angles right now. And this is the kind of treatment that the scattered elect are receiving from their so-called brothers and sisters because they've been taught skin color and not bloodline. All right, guys. Let's go like this. Let's go to the book of Proverbs 24 and 23. Let's get a couple precepts and then I'm going to go to work. Proverbs 24 and 23. So let's get the King James Version. These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. So, and the reason why I'm saying this first is because he respects anybody that has dark skin, and also the woman that comes up out of nowhere calling him a heathen. She respects anybody that has dark skin. So they have respect of persons, not due to the fact that they're Israelites or not, but because they look alike. Well, you look kind of like how I look, so we're the same. Well, that's not always true. So let's go ahead and keep going. Let's go to the book of John, KJV authorized. Book of John, chapter 7, KJV authorized. There we go. And let's go down to verse 24. This is St. John, not 1st or 2nd John. It's St. John, chapter 7, going down to verse 24. This is really important. And it reads, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." That simple. I mean, that's a dead issue right there. Judge not according to thy appearance, but judge righteous judgment. So when you go to the book of Romans in chapter 8, and then you go right down to verse 16, it tells you how to make that righteous judgment. And it says, "The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh." Not we're the skin color that Yahweh chose, but we are the children through a bloodline of people. We have forefathers that are the same, that go back thousands of years. But people try to pretend like if I can't see a picture of your dad, then you a heathen. So that is a whole different form of stupidity. Let's go to the book of James. And the book of James, chapter 2, and we're going to go ahead and start at verse 1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Yahushua HaMashiach, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. Do you understand that? So these people don't walk after the flesh, they walk after the Spirit. Those are the people, the real Israelites. You're not going to look at them and say, that's an Israelite. So how do I know that Deacon Hakah isn't one of slave master's children and he's just an insert, but he looks like the Israelites? So for all I know, Deacon Hakah could go back to being a heathen or an Edomite, or that woman also. The same scenario. How do I know they're not? If you want to go by skin color, I can't judge you by the way you look. Now I have to, and if I do, I have to think, well, slave master had a bunch of black kids too. So just saying, if you want to play that card, it just like, that's why it says judge righteous judgment unless you get judged by the same judgment in which you judge with. Watch. Let's get that. Let's not chop it up. Judge righteous judgment unless you get judged with the same judgment in which you judge. Matthew 7, 1 through 3. So, sorry about that. I got so excited I didn't realize I was in it right there. After these things, Yahushua, this is Matthew 7. Let me get it. I was in John. Matthew 7. Let's get it real quick. Here it is. Matthew 7, starting from the top. Salakia. Judge not that ye be not judged. Deacon Hakah, crazy woman that came at the end of the side camp. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. So, how do we know that Deacon Hakah and this woman, how do we know that they're not slave master's porch monkey kids? How do we know that there's not his little porch monkeys running around causing all this trouble? Let's jump down to first 3 and 4. You know what? Let's skip over 3 and 4. Let's go down to the next point. Let's jump down to verse 9. No, we'll skip that too. We're gonna go to Isaiah chapter 11. This might be over. I thought I had some. I'm looking through some notes right now. That's all. But as soon as I see the notes, I'm like, nope, that's not right. But I need a couple more precepts, and then we're gonna shut it down. This is Isaiah chapter 11. Yeah, let's get Isaiah chapter 11, 3 and 4. And then let's see what it says. It says that, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of Yahweh. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes. Did you get that? He shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with the righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. So how should we, if we're gonna be like our master, our Lord, what does it say? He said, but with righteousness shall he judge. He said, don't judge after the sight of your eyes. And that's the point, Deacon Akai. You look at people and decide, and I've seen your classes. I remember when you guys had that huddle. They all huddled up. I remember watching the video. I couldn't find it. I wanted to actually play it. So there's a video, and I watched it when it first came out. This white woman comes up, and she starts agreeing with the Sakari. She was just like, yeah. And these guys stopped teaching. I said, woman, do you know what we're talking about? And she's like, yeah. And then they started going in on her like she was the devil because her skin was white. And this woman, she about flipped out. She grabbed her phone, almost dropped it, trying to get it out of her purse. And she went and scrolled through, pulled out the pictures of her father and her with her father. And she said, this is my father, my biological father. And this woman was white. She looked like she just stepped, big old white woman looked like she just stepped out of the trailer park. So they instantly decided she's an Edomite. So they take the phone and they're looking and examining the picture, like almost like in a football huddle. Like they're all standing around. And then you see Alazar poke his head up and go, this is really your father? And then they had to give her back her phone. You know what you guys had to do? I remember. You had to say, well, I guess she's an Israelite then. I guess she's an Israelite then. And you guys still didn't care that she was an Israelite because her skin was white. I remember that whole thing. You didn't care. You guys still went on, but you had to acknowledge the fact that that white woman was an Israelite according to her forefathers. You guys play everything by skin color, though. She shouldn't have had to do that. It should have been her spirit that was bearing witness. But you guys don't understand that because you have no spirit. And you know what? I got, I think I have one more, and then I'm going to shut it down. I have two more, but I'm only going to bring out one, so I want to see which one's the best. And then I'm going to go ahead and close it out so I can go to work. I'm going to read it. Psalms 82:2. How long will ye judge unjustly? How long are you going to judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? This is your guys' problem right now. It looks like, honestly, what you're doing right there in this still shot, it reminds me of when all of the actors and actresses, and Nate also from IUIC, and almost everybody that's part of a secret society, they cover one of their eyes. And you're doing that right now. So, just saying. I am going to bring out that last verse. But how long are you going to judge unjustly? And so, you guys got to go back to the truth. You got to start going back to Romans 8 and 16. You guys got to go back to the basics and stop playing games. Let's see if this one's a good one. I don't know yet. I just got really excited because I have a son that looks just like the brothers that are in the camp. And he's my biological son. So he's going to have to go through this when he gets older, right? And that's not cool. Nobody's going to... I hope this place gets destroyed soon just for people like you that don't even understand what righteous judgment is. And it said, you judge unjustly, but you're with the wicked. So when you go to Proverbs 17 and 15, he that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to Yahweh. You're a fucking abomination right now. You got to repent and come back to the truth. But just like Tazma said at the camp on Saturday, man, he fucking hates you guys. And he's got good reason to. You guys won't bring out truth. You guys run around and you're definitely inserts of some kind. And you're definitely going to be exposed. For sure. And with that being said, if you got eyes to see, I got to get that. Revelation 22 and 12. Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. So just remember that these works that you're putting out right now are hella wicked, and you're going to get a repayment for that. You're going to get repayment for that. I know that for sure. So, like I said, if you have eyes to see and you have ears to hear, I hope you're able to get something out of this message. Shalom.